Happy Wednesday. We begin our show with some breaking news out of Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's been ruled out already for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. That's tonight against the Knicks. He has some right hip soreness that's bugging him and a right ankle sprain as well. So big news here, and that means we bring in Big Shams. Shams Charania, our senior insider, is with us. What exactly led to Philly's decision, Shams, to rule out Joel Embiid, especially so early in the day here?
Like, I'm told Joel Embiid woke up with increased soreness and pain in his hip and ankle, and he ended up having additional treatment as the morning went on, spent the majority of the morning on the training table, was not able to participate in shoot-around. But when that ankle and that hip just was not responding to treatment and additional aspects that he worked with the medical staff, the Sixers were the ones to make the decision to rule him out tonight against the Knicks in Game 2 in New York. They are the ones that stepped in and essentially have kept him out. We know Joel Embiid loves to play and has tried to play through different ailments over the course of time. But now Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Paul George will play on without him in Game 2. His status uncertain moving forward.
All right, so we certainly know the Sixers team has experience without Joel Embiid, but they are without him here for this Game 2. Shams, thank you so very much for that insight as we welcome you inside our Los Angeles studio. NBA champ Kendrick Perkins, former #1 pick Chiney Ogwumike, the best in the business, Brian Windhorst. Perk,
Wait, no. And we have Dr. Malik.
Oh,
yeah,
Doctor.
That's why I'm wearing the pilot purple today.
We're not going to gloss past that. Yes.
Well,
where's your hood?
Where's the hood? Where's the cap?
Dr. Andrews for the rest of the show. However, not the kind of doctor that can diagnose what is going on with Joel Embiid here. Do not trust me with that sort of medical advice. But Perk, big man to big man, what do you think the Sixers' chances are? No Joel Embiid in this Game 2.
No chance. You say
really?
No chance. You see the way the Knicks been playing basketball over the last 4 games, offensively and defensively? They need Joel Embiid. And I'm to the point now where it's not just unfortunate if you're a 76er fan. It's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. And I'm to the point now because Anthony Edwards has set the bar and the standard.
Oh, that was
No.
That was amazing.
It was. I don't want to hear about doctors and the team holding you out because the doctors and teams, they couldn't hold Anthony Edwards out. Anthony Edwards went in there and put his foot down and said, I'm going to play. I'm going to be available. I get it. Joel Embiid, right, his history is long when it comes to his injuries, but damn it, man. This is so much of a disappointment. Like, it really is. Look, different year, same story.
Yeah. Completely agree. It is a different year. It is the same story. And the crazy thing is that they gave us hope with how they performed versus the Boston Celtics in Game 7. You felt like he was so close. This team was so close to actually being right at the right time. For Joel Embiid, I mean, it's a different circumstance than Anthony Edwards. Joel has a CVS long receipt of nicks and knacks and issues and surgeries, and the latest being the appendectomy that he dealt with. But I am the most optimistic, probably, human here at ESPN.
Yes.
And I don't see a chance, a path forward without Joel Embiid for the Sixers to advance the way that the Knicks are playing. And also, if I'm Karl Anthony Towns, Wendy, I'm like, oh, I am salivating. Now it's my turn. We saw in Game 1 Jalen Brunson do his thing. This is the first time we're seeing the Knicks be unselfish. They dive on the floor for loose balls. Mike Brown said that after the game, I think of Game 1. He's like, we're getting that type of effort regardless of whether we win or lose. We don't know what the possession's going to look like. And now you have Cat who can go and say, like, okay, now you go do bad. He's fully capable of it.
From probable to out on a playoff day. Damn. In the annals of Joel Embiid injury history, of which there's a lot, this is another chapter. Probable to out. And you know what? We just showed all those.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, Wendy. I'm sorry.
He loves us.
I'm sorry. You weren't scheduled to be. Oh, why? Because Joel's out. Now you're all excited.
I'm so sad for Joel Embiid tonight. We wish him well. We are looking forward to him coming back. But I feel bad for the Sixers tonight. New York, stand up, girl. New York, stand up.
I'm going to tell you something, though, Stephen A. When Jalen Brunson was coming off those screens and Embiid was in that drop coverage and he was getting all those free shots, that's not going to be there tonight. They're going to be able to change their defense, and Brunson's not going to have as much space.
They don't need it. It doesn't matter. They're going down 0-2. Brunson's going to drop. It's going to be about 30 tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to have another triple-double. OG going to come down a little bit. Going to have about 20. I know he had 17 the other night, but it's going to be, 20, whatever. Let's make sure we keep Mikal Bridges flowing. That's very, very important. We don't need him going into another stupid. We don't need that experience again, damn it. 6 picks, 4 unprotected. Remember, I keep saying that. Live up to it. Bottom line is this. We go up 2-0 tonight. We go back to the city of brotherly love, show them no love whatsoever. Embiid will try to be ready. They win 1 or 2. We come back to the Garden for game 5.
This is what the Knicks do.
And it's over.
Just when you
it's over.
Just when you think the Knicks got, this is what happens. So this is a trap. This is a certified trap right now. You are personifying the Knicks fan right now.
No, but look, I have to agree with Stephen A. because it's not just the game 1. It's what we've witnessed over the last 4 games. Defensively and offensively, they're clicking on all cylinders. And at some point, y'all know how I feel about Tyrese Maxey. Hey, man, at some point, you got to put your foot down. All this Jalen Brunson.
But I will say, Perk, the last time Joel Embiid was out in a game 2, when they got absolutely smacked in a game 1, everyone else stepped up,
and to the tune of Maxey, 29 points, Edge come 30. That was game 2 versus Celtics where they won.
I just want to state for the record, this is y'all's show. And since I just strolled in uninvited, like I do, I want y'all to know you are more than welcome to do that anytime. If you're willing to wake up in the morning and do it on first take, I will not turn you away. You can bust right in, Malika, anytime you want to.
Yeah, anytime I want to be up at 6 a.m.
That's right, just like I'm doing on your show.
When he and Skip are over there.
There we go.
See what happens. See what happens. You try to walk on.
I'm not going to. This is Malik Andrew, but I'm not going to stop.
Doctor.
I'm not going to stop that.
Andrew.
You understand? Doctor, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Not this weekend, Stephen A. That is true. All right, you get on out of here. We're going to get to the Lakers in Oklahoma City.
Tell us that Philly, what adjustments are they going to make now that Embiid's out here in game 2?
Well, Brian, the good thing for the Sixers in this situation is that they've had a lot of experience playing without Joel Embiid, including the first 3 games of their first-round series victory over the Boston Celtics. And one of the games that they played in that series was Game 2, same situation they're in right now, coming off a blowout loss in Game 1, playing on the road in Game 2. What did the Sixers do in that game? They started Adem Bona. I think it's likely that the second-year center will start for Philadelphia tonight in place of Joel Embiid, and they'll keep Andre Drummond off the bench. And then this team is going to put the ball in Tyrese Maxey's hands. They're going to ask him to be far more aggressive than he was in Game 1 when he only had 1 shot in the first quarter and I believe 3 in the first half. You're talking about one of the most explosive scorers in the league. He's going to have a huge game like he did in that Game 2 victory against the Celtics. And the other thing I think you can expect to see is a ton of three-pointers. Philadelphia got up 39 threes in that Game 2 win over Boston. They went 19 for 39. And in these playoffs, Brian, when the Sixers have hit shots, they've either won or the game has gone right down to the end. When they did not hit shots, like Game 1 of this series, they've gotten blown out of the gym. So the most important thing is Philly's offense has got to get going, try to get its legs and energy going, and we'll see if they can do so in what's obviously a tall task, trying to win Game 2 at Madison Square Garden tonight without their superstar center in the lineup.
Yeah, and as you pointed out, I mean, they played the first 3 games of that Celtics series without Joel Embiid, so it's not something that they're strangers to. Okay, so Vince, no Joel Embiid. I'm thinking if you're Karl Anthony Towns, you're like, oh, let me cook tonight. So what about the Knicks? What should we expect from them in Game 2?
Well, you would think that, right? But let's start on the defensive end. When Josh Hart was asked about it a couple days ago to start the series, he was talking about VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey being a lot faster than CJ McCollum. And he said, you know what? Hopefully the officials give me a lot more leeway to be physical with these guys in this series because they're so quick and so athletic. And you got to see a lot of that quickness and athleticism negated in Game 1 because Philly was forcing the ball to Joel Embiid. You wonder now with that situation being sort of cleared up a little bit, at least for one game, if you're going to see a more aggressive Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe getting in the open floor. And subsequently, with the way that the Knicks played, it's almost an example of their continuity. Their 4 best players have played 900 minutes this season together. Philadelphia's 4 best players, 360 minutes this season. You got to see a lot of that continuity in Game 1 of that series. And honestly, in the last 4 games of the playoffs, the Knicks have shot 63% against Philadelphia in Game 1. 50 from 3. I think that's why you got to see the blowout. The game was pretty much over by halftime.
Yeah, you're right about that. Vince Goodwill, Tim Bontemps, thank you very much. Scooby?
Let's bring in our sports betting analyst, Aaron Dolan. And Aaron, Knicks jumped from a 7.5-point favorite to 10.5-point favorites after the Embiid news. Which player you eyeing